Hi, and welcome to another episode of Where Are the Heart Notes? It's actually part 2 of our Bali trip.
It's been a little while, we know. Videos aren't exactly very regular, but we have been very busy. But looking back at Bali just brings back incredible memories.
So right now we are taken back to when we were doing some content creating for our e-commerce brands with our friends whilst we were staying at our luxury villa.
Hard work, very hard work.
It's the first time we've ever done content creation and it was a lot of fun. We spent a lot of time by this pool. It was stunning.
And then of course, having done so much hard work, we clearly deserve a massage.
And these two ladies were just gorgeous and very patient whilst we were content creating and gave us the most relaxing experience.
Again, even this little massage sort of villa is just part of the whole complex that we had to ourselves, which is wonderful.
It was so relaxing.
Then it was time for our first sort of trip away from the sort of Canggu area. We were finally heading out to an area called Ubud, which is another very famous part of Bali that we're pretty keen to get out and see.
We took the kids, we went in a couple of vans, took them exploring. It's a really pretty drive.
One thing, and I guess this sums up all of our trip to Bali, is that we never escaped traffic, ever. Even coming out to Ubud, there was just always traffic.
Yeah. It felt like it moved. Sometimes it didn't, but in this case it felt like it moved pretty smoothly.
And just tourists everywhere. Just, so many tourists, including us, of course.
So all the vans had to drop people off in a particular street area. And then from there we walked down. I don't know, would this be the main strip? There's a big market to our right that ran across 2 buildings and a really nice cafe.
And the markets were good. I mean, they're just typical markets. Everybody's kind of selling the same thing, but it was still fun to poke around.
Yeah, it was cool to go back to that, almost like that Thailand experience of bartering for the best price and walking away.
And then we ended up here at, what do they call it? A day club, I think they call it, which is right in this incredible bridge. And then also this amazing waterfall. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful area.
I feel like it was a little bit of a hack to get to that waterfall because that waterfall is quite touristy. Lots of people lining up to go and see it. But if you come to this place, yes, you've got to order food or drinks. But you end up with a really spectacular view overlooking it all.
And of course you have the Instagram swing. These swings are everywhere in Bali.
Tracy was the only one brave enough to go and do it.
In her defence, they actually gave us a free... You normally have to pay just to use the swing to get your Instagram shot, but they gave us a free ticket, so she was like, well, might as well go do it.
Yep.
But again, we spent hours here and it was just good fun and relaxing, hanging out with friends.
Yes, so relaxing.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we were the last to leave. I think they turned the lights off after we left.
We did have a few non-relaxing moments, but you'll have to check out our Instagram reels to find out what they were.
And then once again, coming back to the villa and waking up, and I just could not get enough of the sun rays coming through the jungle, through across the river, and just what a special place.
I thought it was the flamingo you were obsessed with.
I do love the flamingo. And Luke living his best life.
I think we said it last time, but this kid literally lived in his underpants, except for the few times we left the villa.
And Carl making us all a coffee every morning, which is wonderful.
Oh, I miss those coffees. More coffee?
Yeah. Yes, no, Tess and I headed out back into town, spent a bit of time, just the two of us. Drinking coffee out of wine glasses, as you do. And back to the villa in the afternoon just to relax by the pool and just hang out with friends. Before shooting more content, of course.
Doing it for the gram.
A favourite cushion. And then it was time for Tracy's birthday, the main event.
Yes, the main reason we were all there. So we just stayed in night at the villa, but it wasn't an ordinary night at the villa.
It certainly wasn't.
I even put shoes on.
So we had an amazing dinner, which we didn't have the cameras on for, but after dinner we headed down the path back towards the gym area, but they set up these are all individual little lit candles down the path.
It was so pretty.
We all went to the little gym exercise room and sat on the steps while they set up a private fireworks show.
I think that's the closest I've ever been to fireworks. It was magical.
And then back to the other part of the villa where this Balinese little like a troop band came to set it up.
Yep.
Just having fun. And then just the two families got to sit down and listen to the band play for a while, which was really cool.
They're also just a really fun group of guys.
Yeah.
Bit cheeky.
Yeah.
And then we had these amazing Balinese dancers, and you have to watch their eyes. I've never seen anything like this before.
And this little girl came out and she was awesome.
I think she's around the same age as Luke too, we found out. I mean, even now my cheekbones are hurting from smiling, watching all of this again. It was amazing.
And the camera's struggling a little bit, but good memories.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it was our turn. And it was fun.
Oh, it was so
great
much
fun.
fun.
They got into it and everyone was having a go.
Nathan was actually extremely good at it.
I don't know about that. That's a big goal. But we definitely had fun.
Look at those hands. Oh, take me back. And that's the team in the background that looked after us all week. Like, they were also just the most amazing group of people looking after us.
It was good to see them laughing at us.
See, what did I say? Amazing.
A very good, very unique birthday party.
And a great way to end the trip.
Yeah. And of course, can't be a birthday without a birthday cake.
It was really good cake too.
Oh, it was really good. And all three boys tuck it out. But a great night was had by all, and actually they did really well, the boys.
They did.
And yes, this is more sun coming through the trees.
And our final morning here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Oh, I missed that pool.
Miss the flamingo.
Final morning of shooting more content for a whole bunch of different
Yeah.
businesses actually.
Yeah.
Quite a few different businesses getting content, including the villa. But it's fun. We just have so much fun with those guys.
More content.
With Daredevil Tess living on the edge. And then that was it. Off to the airport. For the first part of what turned out to be a very long journey.
Yeah. It was not the most pleasant experience.
No. Denpasar Airport was actually a really nice airport, we found. The only challenge was no internet. We just could not, even the F-POS machines weren't working because the internet was just so impossibly slow.
Our flight got delayed, but they didn't tell us until you were already at the gate, so you couldn't go back to any of the cafes.
But then they changed the gate, but didn't tell anybody. And then it was 2 hours, and of course, with a very tired little boy, and we didn't even get to KL until after midnight, after sitting in an airport for hours.
And we were all just waiting at the gate because we had no updates.
No, it wasn't the best experience. But we just stayed near the airport, and
In KL.
it was really good actually. We stayed at a really nice place, very good value
Yeah.
in Sepang, and then getting up and back to the airport to jump on another plane to get back to Penang.
That went smooth. That's definitely one of the things we've learnt about AirAsia flights is take one of the first up flights.
Yes, every flight gets delayed, so by the end of the day, all the late flights are delayed by hours, whereas the morning flights tend to be pretty close to being on time. In fact, this one, we got in, they said 30 minutes early, which obviously is kind of impossible, so they clearly just build in delays because they know that they
Are always late.
are always delayed. But coming back into Penang was awesome. It's great going from a tropical island to another tropical island for a holiday, and then coming back to your other tropical island to keep living life. And we loved coming back home.
And it feels like coming back home every time now.
Yeah. Best thing about flying into Penang for us is that sometimes when you're living here, you forget exactly that you are just living on this island, and flying in was always a good reminder. And touchdown. So that's the end of our Bali trip. Sorry for the delay, but thanks so much for watching.
Follow us here, give us a like, and follow us on Instagram. We'll see you next time.
Bye.